In this video, we're going to talk about when you've got a lot of code, a ton of code, R code, and you basically don't want to compile everything or run everything in one file. Like you don't want to. Let me go to here, and if you had a ton of code, you can edit, run all, or run line selection. And this may not always be convenient, running the line selection. For example, what I've done, and this is to help my coding and make things easier, is I have a lot of code and I have it here. And then if I change one line here of code, if I change it here, I can save this file, this external file. And what I do to make that code work, I have the file name here. It's called ACS functions, v1, whatever. And I can basically, make this string equal that file name location and do this command source. And if I go here, I'm going to first go here. Well, let me first go here. So there's a lot of function that's in this, and like a read data function. See the read data. So if I go to Windows, I go to console, and I'm going to type in read data. And there's no such thing. Now I'm going to go back here, this window over here. I'm going to load it. I'm going to do the R command source. I'm going to do edit, run line selection. Go back to console. And I'm going to go back here, read data, and voila. It now has that function in there, and it actually has all the functions that I've created in this file. And it's just much more eloquent. It's like a much nicer way of keeping the code and writing it. The greatest thing about it is you basically can have several files. Each file can have its own function. You could read it in, load it up. You don't have to, if you want to work with many files and put code into many files to make things easier to deal with, you can do it. And the command is basically you make the string, or you can put it in here directly. The command is source, and source basically has R read in that code. You know how like you read in data, this is for reading in code, and it's really nice. So this is the source command. Okay, and that's it for this lesson.